Hi, I'm Mike from 3 Big Friends. This is update 1 of our Palace Gig Venue mock. What I've done is I've taken the Palace Cinema, I've taken 3 Palace Cinemas, built them on a 48x48 base plate, expanded both ways, so it's still a square building, still a corner building, still the same height, just gone wide on it. If you've seen some of our other modular buildings, you know I like to take the larger buildings high. I haven't changed our pet shop, I won't change the detective agency or the Parisian restaurant, but the town hall and the Grand Emporium and the fire brigade have all converted into taller buildings, which I think fits the scale better. So with the Palace Cinema, what I want to do with it is turn it into a gig venue, much like you'll see in London, like the old style, Shepherd's Bush Empire, Hammersmith Apollo, that kind of thing. The outside is going to remain fairly similar. As you can see, I've taken away some of the stuff that's on the pavement, like the big lights and lampposts and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to keep the name Palace because I think the sign looks awesome. There's going to be a few custom stickers that go on the windows instead of their posters for films. Unfortunately, because I really like the posters for films. So just so you can get a bit of scale, I'll bring in the Grand Emporium that we converted into the Grand Emporium of hats, and you can see the scale from width and height. Okay, so you can see the obvious difference in width. I think this width fits really well with the modular. It looks great at this size. Certainly internally it's much better space for the purposes I want it for. In fact, it's much better space for a cinema if you wanted to make the cinema bigger. From our 3 sets of Palace Cinema modular, I have a lot of parts left over. There's a lot of bricks left over. But I definitely need 3 sets for the windows out the front and for the various tan and dark tan plates. So let's spin it around and you can see all the different sides. This first side is going to be onto the main street. It's got the 2 kiosks for buying tickets, and it's got 3 other windows which will be blacked out with posters of bands. The second side is just 6 big windows which will be blacked out again because inside we want it to be dark and full of atmosphere. This is just the blank back side which won't be seen. And then the 4th side I've kept open. I will remove a little bit more of that top left wall just so that you can see a bit more, but in principle this is it. I've done this because potentially we might display it if it turns out really well, so it's nice to be able to actually access it, see it without taking roofs off and floors off. The other reasoning is I'm intending to fill it with lights, so it's going to be a gig in progress, there's going to be a band on stage, there's going to be a lot of stage lighting, a lot of atmosphere, and all those lights are going to be working lights. So therefore having an open back on it means you can turn those lights on, look at it, display it as a working model. So if we take the roof off, you'll be able to see the upper floor. The stairs from the entrance reception will come up right into the middle of this. There'll be banked seating that goes all the way to the back wall. Downstairs will be a freestanding area. There'll be a bar area in the left corner. The gig stage will go up against that blank wall. It will be quite cramped inside. It's not going to be a big gig venue. It's going to be a small place, but it's going to work, I think, at this size. I didn't want to go any bigger than this just for storage reasons and for the scale against the other buildings would be too much from the outside, I think. Plus filling it with figures is going to take a lot of figures. Any bigger would just be hard work to find all those figures. So if we take off the 2nd floor, you can see into the reception. It's still a work in progress. The stairs are in the wrong place. They're in the way of the kiosks. I built the stairs before I thought about the kiosks, so they will have to move, and obviously they will go up, straight up into the top floor, and there will be another door somehow to get into the bottom floor. These are all things that I will work out for the second update. These updates aren't going to be weekly, they're not going to be set on a schedule, I'm just going to update you when I've made some progress. Okay, so I'll leave you with a couple of links to our Grand Emporium of hats and our Japanese restaurant modular buildings. Hope you liked this update. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any comments or ideas, leave them below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.